Pisces, going to do your mid-month reading for February 2022. Just want to say, if you're looking for a personal reading or any of the other services that I offer, everything will be in the description box below. I offer many different types of readings: past life, personal, life purpose. I also do relationship compatibility reports. I invested in some really good astrology software, so I can do very professional reports at a pretty, a decent price. And so if you're interested in any of that, all that information will be below. And again, thank you for watching. I appreciate your comments, your likes, your shares, subscribes. If you this is just a reminder, if you resonate with the reading, please like the video. Make sure that you make that a top priority, because this requires a lot of work, and I'm doing this basically for free for the collective. So just know that it requires a lot of energy and a lot of time and effort, and so I do appreciate all the ones that are commenting. And it's more about giving back to you, not so much as me, which I know you understand that, because Pisces make a lot of sacrifices in life. But just I just want to express my gratitude, and let's get on with your reading. So what does Pisces need to know for February mid-month 2022? What are the messages for Pisces February mid-month 2022? What are the messages for Pisces mid-month February 2022? What are the messages for Pisces mid-month 2022? What are the messages for Pisces mid-month February 2022? Material harvest. So that's a really, really good card, Pisces. If you're getting that right now, whatever you have invested in, in the present moment, or basically in the past, it's starting to come to fruition. And so if this hasn't happened yet, it's basically saying that is your current energy. That is what is to come. The thing about tarot readers and things like that, we can give you basically a prophetic situation that can potentially occur based on the present energy. But we're both, when we're reading like that, the majority of us are actually picking up past and present energy, and the past affects the present. So if you find this this reading not resonating, make sure that you look up your other signs too, like your ascendant and rising sign, which is basically the same thing, and also your moon sign. And to give a little bit of information about what the difference between those, a lot of people, you've seen people say, well, what is your sign? Your first sign, the first sign that most people go by when they say I'm a Gemini or I'm a Pisces, is your sun sign. It deals with your core self. The secondary and another more important sign is your rising and ascendant, and it basically exists in your first house, in the 12 houses of the zodiac, and it's the house of self. It deals with how people perceive you, how you come off. Like the first time, like you have you meet someone, that would be the sign that you basically are more like. For some people, like if you have, for example, a Virgo rising or ascendant, you might be very shy, or you might just kind of peep the scenery and see everything and kind of watch everything. But with your moon sign, that is your soul self or your emotional self. And so that's how you come off and how you feel emotionally towards situations and what affects you. And then when it comes to like your Venus, which is, if I was doing your four main, your Venus is like how you love. But there's so many other signs in your chart, so you're never just one. So if you're the type that just looks at little horoscopes and you're just watching one sign when you watch these readings, you're not getting the most accurate information, because you're more than one sign. And it changes. You have different types of charts and things. You have progressed sun charts, where basically the theory behind that is that when you're born, throughout the time, everything changes and the planets move into different areas and different sectors of the universe, so therefore you change with that. So Pisces, you have Neptune as your ruler and Jupiter as your ruler. And so Neptune is very dreamy, mystic. A lot of you are very, very psychic. But I'll tell you this too. Some Pisces, you're more like your opposite sign, which is Virgo sometimes, and it can make you very analytical, and it can also sometimes make you very like, not so much as simple-minded, but more like you're not seeing the bigger picture. So like if you're the type of Pisces that, you know, doesn't think certain things are possible, or you're too analytical, or you're not seeing the possibilities in life, then you're not thinking, you know, you're not thinking from the, you know, about all the miracles in creation, like what is possible. And so don't let the Virgo side of you say that something can't exist, or, you know, they can be very critical at times. So so what else do I need to know about Pisces mid-month February? Throat chakra. So Pisces, I know a lot of you, I know a lot of you don't always speak the truth, and it's not a judgment. It's just I've had, you know, my mom was a Pisces. There's a lot of illusion, Neptunian energy, and there's a lot of chameleon and mirror energy there, which means like sometimes you don't speak the truth because you become like the people that you're around. You mirror them like a reflection. So sometimes when, you know, when you're looking at a Pisces, it's like looking at a you know, your reflection in a puddle of water, or in a lake, or in an ocean. You're saying, you know, you are the chameleons of the zodiac, so you reflect back, and sometimes it's hard for you to find out, you know, find who you truly are. And you know, and to be all the way real about that, you know, Pisces, you are, you know, you're basically connected to the subconscious, so you're like a little bit of everything. And so that's why a lot of your relationships have, you know, deal with illusions, and people don't really know who you are sometimes, because you are a little bit of everything, you know. So, but if, you know, if you are not speaking your truth right now, this could be blocking your material harvest, you know. And so your chakras are your 7 main energy centers, for the ones that you don't know, that don't know that, and they're connected to your endocrine glands. An example of your endocrine glands would be your thyroid, your adrenals, your pineal, and your pituitary gland. You have 7 of them, but these are also energetic portals, and they're connected basically to the planets. And so whenever the planets, you know, move into certain alignments with other planets, these chakras will react. And so it's always good to cleanse them. But if you find yourself lying, because a lot of times, you know, Pisces can be, you know, self-sacrificial. And that's kind of where the term sacrificial lamb comes from, or like, if you know, like the whole Jesus stuff in the age of Pisces, all that was governed by the energy of Pisces and Neptune. So there was a lot of illusions and a lot of deception in there. But you have to realize what you're doing a lot of times to people when you're doing that. If you're deceptive and you're doing that on purpose, for whatever reason, you're only creating negative karma for yourself. And it's different if you're actually becoming that person, but if you know you're lying and you're aware of it and you're okay with that, well, you need to work on yourself a little bit. But I'll give you one reason for you Pisces that wouldn't do it for the other people. They're just, you know, the kind of more self-serving Pisces. Whenever you do stuff like that to other people, you create these energetic blocks, like I was saying. And so if you lie, then that means that your thyroid can develop, you know, cancer. You might become big. You might develop like hypothyroidism. You might develop, you know, hyper. You might get so skinny you might end up with Graves' disease. So it's imperative that you tell the truth and speak your truth. And, you know, this could actually be either, you know, helping you manifest material harvest, because I mean, you can get material harvest through deception, but at the same time you can get it by speaking your truth. So it could be, you know, either way, depending on which ones I'm connecting with. But just know that there's millions of Pisces out there, so, you know, take what resonates. Alright, what else do I need to know for Pisces mid-month February? What else do I need to know for Pisces mid-month February? Yeah, deception and envy. So, see, it's telling the story. So, if you find yourself envious of someone else and deceiving them, like, if, for example, if you're hanging around them, or you find, you know, or vice versa, you're hanging around them and you're lying to them just to reap their material harvest, or they're doing that to you, you need to quit that, because, you know, The thing about Pisces, you're dreamers, but you can manifest what you want. Sometimes it'd be manifesting with other people, but doing it from the negative end of the spectrum is not going to help you. It's just going to cause more issues. And if you find yourself right now, if you look at yourself in life and you find yourself like nothing's working for you, nothing's going for you, that's probably why. But you can turn that around. I mean, that's what this reading is about. It's about showing kind of both ends of the spectrum, So, what else does Pisces need to know? What else does Pisces need to know? And I'm getting another message too. Be wary of people with green eyes. Pretty much anybody that has green eyes can be very envious or deceptive. More so envious or jealous. And if you find yourself a Pisces with green eyes, I love green eyes myself, but just be careful. So if you got anybody with green eyes around you, you might want to watch them. Alright, that card was the card that came out there was an accident. So what else do I need to know for Pisces mid-month, February 2022? Truth. See? You see what I'm saying? It's showing you right there. It's telling the story. So, if you speak your truth, this throat chakra, it'll balance itself on its own. But again, with the chakras, like I said, I didn't say this, but I meant to. If you get on YouTube, you can sit there and listen with headphones, and you look it up. You can look up basically crystal bowls that will help you, balance that energy out. But you can also do chakra tests. You can look those up, like on Google, type in chakra test, and there's a real good one that does really good. It shows you how to help that. It shows you how to clear it and how to, where you're at. It'll basically show you if you're underactive or overactive. Because if one chakra is out of balance, the others are too. And what happens is if one is underactive, then like the one below that or above that will be overactive. So you want to take care of that. You don't want to manifest a disease, and there's karma with everything. Action to reaction, cause and effect. You got to realize, you got to be responsible for yourself and what you put out there. And so, like I said, if you speak your truth, then it'll help clear that up. But it could be, you could be some of the Pisces that are speaking your truth, and because of that, you're having deception and envy around you. Just be, trust your intuition and be wary of that. But if not, then you speak your truth. You clear all this energy, and material harvest will be part of the blessing or the outcome. What else does Pisces need to know for mid-month February 2022? What else does Pisces need to know for February mid-month 2022? What else does Pisces need to know for February mid-month 2022? Recognition and reward. So again, it can go different ways, but I mean, this card right here could actually go along with this. So if you're wanting this and you're not receiving it, then try to switch it up a little bit. Speak your truth. Clear that chakra. Like I said, go to a practitioner or do the YouTube thing. But definitely take that chakra test, because you could have much more personally that's out of order. And then it's a good thing to know. It's a good self-maintenance thing. I know y'all are known as like fish, and fish sleep a lot. You do a lot of you do a lot of work on the astral plane. But just know that when you're on the physical plane, all that stuff adds up eventually. And like I said, if you're doing this and you're getting on this recognition and reward and things like that, you could have this deception and envy around you, and they may not like it, but that comes with the territory. And you're always going to have people like that around you. But if you have people like that around you and you know who they are, cut them loose. Because as long as they're in your energy field, they can affect you. Don't be the type that's out here bragging and talking about this and that, because they will use that energy against you, and then you'll have to try to block it or whatever. But if you decide that you do want a personal reading, like I said in the beginning, everything you need to know is below the video in the description box. Pisces, I thank you for your likes, shares, subscribes. I hope that everything works out for you, and I'm grateful for your, everything, for your existence. I have a lot of Pisces in my chart, so I totally understand what y'all go through sometimes. But I just hope that you have a blessed week, month, year, day, life. And thank you for watching.